the Preferred Vendor Podcast. Got two special guests on today. I'm gonna let y'all introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Victoria McDonald.
Okay.
Ken McDonald, owner of Ken McDonald Collection.
There it is. Ken McDonald Collection, real fast. What is that?
Man, it's a brand.
Okay.
Suit company, custom suits. I also do, streetwear. You can get your jean jackets, your joggers. Yeah, man.
That's what's up. So you do custom suits?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so real fast. So guys getting married, do you prefer them to to buy a suit or to rent one?
So I don't rent. I don't.
Okay.
You only able to buy.
Yeah.
So I think it's better buying because you can wear it again.
Yeah.
With the rent, I think if you pay that much money, you got to take it back.
Yeah.
It's kind of like
Yeah, I tell somebody one time, I was only in one wedding, right? And it was funny, quick story. Because the wedding I was in, we was like friends in middle school. You know what I'm saying? So we ain't really talk like in high school, college, none of that.
Gotcha.
Then I think one of his groomsmen bagged out last minute. So he hit me up on Facebook like, hey man, woo, you want to be in my wedding? I thought it was weird. Like, you be in your wedding? I don't even know you like that. Right. So went to go, do the process, whatever. Went to Men's Warehouse to Cedar Junction, whatever. And then that was when it got fitted, that was all right, deposit $75. So I'm like, all right, cool. I'm thinking it'll be $150 all together and stuff. Went up there, they was like, all right, your balance is $500. So I'm like, what? Right. I was like, bro, I am bringing it back. You feel me? Right. But I tell people that too though. Guys, I be shooting bro, you might as well buy a suit instead of renting because you're gonna spend that much money, you might as well wear it again. That's what's up. So today, y'all, this podcast mainly I like to talk to couples about, weddings and things like that. So we was talking a little bit off camera, and did you guys have a wedding? Number one.
No,
y'all
we
didn't
did
have
not
a wedding.
Have a wedding.
Okay. So why not? Why didn't y'all have a wedding?
Well, I guess for us at the time, we already had a child, and we were, we didn't even get to the budget part. Our beginning was just the venue, who's all going to be in a wedding. It was a lot of politics going on my end. And I guess being a bride, I'm more so, okay, I have to be the one to plan it. Yeah. And it was stressful for me. And I asked Ken, I'm like, do you have to, have a wedding? He was like, I don't have to. And I'm like, well, I just don't feel like trying to plan it. I just didn't feel like it. So.
Gotcha.
Right, yeah, it just seems like a lot, man.
Yeah.
A lot of
then
work.
In the back of my mind, we was a few years out of college. And then in the back of my mind, I'm like, okay, you're already in a little debt from, tuition.
Yeah.
And, that'll put us in more debt. Because a lot of people, they think about the wedding, but they don't think about marriage after the wedding.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
so
true.
what was on my mind is where we're going to live and, this and that. So
that's what's up.
I think everything worked out well.
That's what's up. So y'all met in college?
Yeah, we met in college.
Okay. And
2012.
So how long after college did y'all we're going to go ahead and, we're going to get married and stuff? How long after college was this?
4 years. 2016.
Okay, that's what's up. So y'all been married for what, going on 7 years?
January 17th.
7 years.
7 years.
Did it fly by?
It flew by.
So when you said I've been married 7 years, cause y'all look young, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So been married 7 years, it flew by like that. Flew by.
We've been together all of my 20s.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we've been together 10 years.
Yeah. Man, so we was talking, you said if you could go back, you would do it.
Yeah, thinking back, just to have those memories to look back on with family or reception, even just to the point of my daughter being able to see my wedding dress, stuff just sentimental things. That's what I look back dang, we probably could have just at least did something small, real small. So.
Yeah, I tell people that was my favorite weddings, small, intimate, destination weddings and stuff like that. But I like how y'all were thinking long term because the last couple I had on here, they had a huge wedding. And then, then she was just like, if I go back, I wouldn't do it again. You know what I'm saying? So let's talk about, you say you want your daughter and stuff. If you could go back, would y'all had wanted to do a destination or y'all want to do something local here? If you had to plan your wedding right now, what would you want it to be?
If I had to plan my wedding, it would definitely be in my hometown.
Okay.
At one of these absolutely beautiful venues that is around Jackson now. And just something still traditional. It may be small. I don't know. I can't say small because our families are.
Yeah, our families.
We got big families, so it's probably gonna be big.
Yeah.
But I would just do a traditional wedding. I'm not sure about the colors, but it would definitely be a traditional wedding. And but I will say this: I was fine with getting married in an intimate setting. We got married in my pastor's office.
Okay.
And we end up going out to eat afterwards.
Yeah.
So that's exactly what Carrie Bradshaw ended up doing on Sex and the City.
Yeah.
And I love that show.
Yeah,
so I was like,
that's
okay, I'm going to get my Carrie Bradshaw on. So, yeah.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So, I mean, so that was still nice, but you just wish y'all could have celebrated more with friends and family.
Yeah, a reception, something.
Yeah, something big. So,
And we thought about doing that too.
yeah, just having a
Just having
reception.
a-
Yeah, I've been to one of those too that had something small that had like a big reception and stuff like that. So, you know, couples do it all the time. Y'all ever thought about having like big vow renewal then?
Yeah, so we actually been thinking about it.
Yeah.
Once
10
we
years.
reach 10 years.
10 years.
Yeah.
Do something big. They're going to do it big. Yeah.
You're going to be there.
Okay.
You're going to be a
of
guest,
course,
but you're
of
going to be
course.
working too.
Of course. Come on now. You already know I'm going to be there.
Yeah, you stay all day. You with us all day.
Right.
That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. So, what would you say? What was the main reason? I know y'all said money, things like that, but was money like the number one reason why y'all didn't have a wedding?
So for me, it was our families are so big.
Yeah.
And we're like really close with our families. So I was trying to see, okay, who gonna be in it?
Yeah.
Or if this person not in it, how they gonna feel? Or if this person not. So just too much.
That's too much.
I didn't want to go through it.
You didn't want to hurt nobody's
Yeah,
feelings.
and I'm not like a confrontational person.
Yeah.
Like I didn't want to,
Yeah.
not deal with nobody.
So
because
you
of something
said,
that-
you know what? Forget it.
I was
We're
like,
just gonna
forget
do
it.
it.
Like we started planning, we probably talked about it for about a week.
Yeah.
And we was like, you know what? We just gonna take that money. We're gonna go take it for our honeymoon.
Man.
Yeah.
So if you think, because I have done weddings, they have like 1,000,001 bridesmaids and
Yeah, I
groomsmen
think
and stuff
that's
like
too
that.
much,
You
man.
think I would have had something, end up having something like that? Like
Ken
you
would have had 20 people.
I would've had 20
standing
people.
by. And I was going to have to find 20 people because I'm like,
Oh,
it ain't
man.
20 people that's extremely close to me like
Golly.
that.
Golly. Man, 20 people, man.
He wasn't going to be able to say no.
Man.
I couldn't do it.
You gotta say no. I was just talking to my friend, the photographer, and he was just like, really limit your wedding party. That way it could kind of be focused on y'all. So why y'all didn't just think about the route? Like, you know what? No bridesmaids, no groomsmen.
That wasn't gonna work.
That wasn't gonna work.
Because he has his brothers that he's extremely close
Yeah.
to. And then
Yeah.
I have my sisters, and then he's even close to my brothers.
Right.
He was going to have my brothers in the wedding.
Yeah.
So
It was
Man.
I say it shouldn't have been no more than, I say 7 is really a big number.
Yeah, it is on each side.
Yes.
Yeah. So how many bridesmaids you would have had?
I could have had a good 4 standing next to me.
Yeah.
4 or 5.
You could have had 10.
No. He's saying that because I got line sisters probably. I could have had 4.
Right.
Yeah.
Your last was that's 10 right there.
They weren't going to be in my wedding.
Oh man. So yeah, I seen like I said, I have seen that especially with line sisters too.
Yes.
Like so I've seen huge wedding parties. It's like, bro, this is ridiculous. Like this is a football team right here.
And then I think too, party with me, I think at the time, I think now it's more popular when people, they would say no children at the
Yeah.
wedding. That's more popular now.
It is.
And
it
back in
is.
2016,
Yeah.
people looking upside my head like, what you mean no children?
Man.
Like, we got kids
Right.
and we want to be
Man.
able to be there. So I'm like, well, I don't want kids at the reception. Like, if you're not in the
Right.
wedding party, you can't be
Yeah.
at the reception. I think now that's a thing now. People
It
say
is. It is.
18 and up or
Yeah.
21 and up or you and just your +1 and stick to it.
It is. So how
I
you
see
feel
that
about
more
that?
now. I like that.
You like that? I like it too because my thing is you spend all this money.
Yes.
Yep.
You feel
Per
me?
plate.
You want it to go how you want it to go. You feel what I'm saying? And that's the big thing with weddings too because you still dealing with people like the public and stuff like that. So you just don't know how somebody gonna act. Somebody might bring a +1 that get too drunk or something like that. So
Or
you know.
they see somebody that they don't like and it's just too
Man,
much.
listen. Speaking on line sisters, I have seen that. So I
Yep.
did this wedding, right? I don't know. What sorority are you?
Delta Sigma Theta. Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated.
That's what's up. So I think there was some Delta too, but I think they was for like USM or something like that.
Yeah. Okay.
But I did see the wedding I was in. Matter of fact, one of the line sisters wore white to the wedding, like an all white dress.
Oh wow.
All white dress. You feel what I'm saying? And, just back then I didn't even. you know, you still know, like, okay, that don't seem like she probably be wearing that, yeah, but wore an all white dress.
And she probably did it on purpose.
Probably did it on purpose. You know what I'm saying? So that's my thing. Even with like knowing big groups of people, like, you know, it's somebody in there that might do something like that. You think you would have maybe line sisters maybe did something like that?
I don't think so.
Or if you would have, would you? Because she was cool about it. She was like, whatever it is, whatever. But would you or want somebody to ask that person to leave?
No, I would not go as far as that.
Yeah.
I don't think they would. But if they did and they wore some type of variation of white, it'll just be that. I'd be like, were you the bride or me? You know, I may make a little joke, but I wouldn't. No, I'm not gonna go as far as kicking them out. No.
So what you doing suits for weddings now? So like, tell me what like things you see. What you like about that?
So normally I only do. Well, recently I've been doing the entire wedding party.
Okay.
But at first it was only the groom.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a lot of people, you know, they say, oh, it's too pricey or this and this. But if you want your stuff to look a certain way, you pay for what you get, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So I believe if you want your stuff to look a certain way, your pictures to look a certain way, you know, I think that's the route you should go.
Yeah, definitely. So you like in weddings, or you just like overall like designing suits for people?
I just like.
Period?
Yeah, I just.
Or is
like,
there a certain thing like I only like doing athletes? My favorite thing is weddings. My favorite thing is this.
I mean, I'm kind of all around. I like it all, but I will say, since I'm a former athlete, so I would say me doing pros that brings a certain type of joy. I've traveled, you know, to meet with different athletes, NFL and NBA, and that brings a.
So tell guys right now, why should they invest in suits? Like, what's the purpose of me getting suits? If I got nice clothes, why I need suits for?
I just believe it's important, man. First impression. I've noticed, you know, me wearing a suit and people treat me a certain way.
Yeah.
You know, versus me in joggers.
Yeah.
And they looking at me a certain way.
Yeah.
With that also. So,
yeah.
You know, I think crazy to say, but if somebody see you in a suit, they may be nicer. You know,
that's
not sure why it's that way, but that's kind of you know, some things I've noticed.
What age you start getting in suits then? So it's at a certain age. So Ryan is about 23, 24.
Okay.
Should he start buying suits right now?
So I would say, you should start
Yeah.
buying suits right now. If you walk into a job interview in a nice suit, they may hire you just off that. Like I've been in that situation. Like I've been in an interview, nice suit on, look nice, sat down. Man, they probably asked me one question, and they just told me about the job. And at the end of the interview, they were like, "Hey, do you want the job?"
Yeah.
And I think it was because of how I was
How
dressed.
the suit you got?
Yeah, how nice the suit was. Because that's one of the first things they said. You know, oh man, that's a nice suit.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So how many suits should a person have then?
I think you should have like the basics. So maybe a black, maybe 5. I'll say 5. You should have 5. Black, we'll say black, gray, navy, khaki, and maybe like a pinstripe or a plaid. Something versatile.
That's what's up. So this business something you can see passing down to like your little one?
Most definitely. He actually enjoy wearing suits. Like my son has had a few custom suits, and he want more. And I'm like, man, you gonna grow out of
That's what I'm saying. I was just gonna ask you like so.
Yeah.
He grows so fast.
So fast, man. So definitely once he get older, you know, he'll definitely
passing down.
He'll be
Could you see your daughter getting into it too?
She actually like him also. I'm like, okay, you could do 1 or 2, but we're not gonna do too many.
Do you wear suits?
I do. I only had one with Ken, and we're about to do a couple of more because I need to do some headshots. But I like suits. I love it. I love like that one button. I like, double breasts are okay, but they have to be really fitted on me. But I do enjoy wearing suits. I think it's important, especially for black males, to be in suits. And if you got to be somewhere, if you just going to have a drink or a business dinner, you know, put you on something nice, mix it up. And so, I really enjoy seeing him thrive in that area because he just like, it just comes natural to him. And so, but yeah, I enjoy wearing suits. I do.
That's what's up. So do you recommend women wear suits? Because, women's suits are a popular thing.
I just feel like you just look, it's a boss move to me. Like if you come into, you're a director, and especially in corporate America, like seeing women in suits, it just looks good, And so I feel like even even when we're out, or like I said, just going to dinner, just simple things. It gives you just a boss look. I really do. Like when you got a suit on and it's tailored and it's custom. Yeah, it's boss.
So let's circle back around to y'all with
okay.
Fast. So for couples that may be thinking similar to the same thing, so like so they might just have any doubt of why not to do it. Do you recommend them going ahead and like going through the process, or would you recommend the route that you guys took and maybe wait and do just surviving?
Well, first I would say it really depends on them, because weddings we know is financial. It's like I said again, like politics and the planning. Do what's really like, I would say go with your first mind, because my first mind was to have one, and it doesn't have to be like what you see.
Right.
Make it exactly. My advice would be to make it exactly what you want. Like, don't waver from that. Make it exactly what you want. Team up with some people that is good, even if it's a wedding planner that's in your family or someone that's able to like stay within your budget. Make it exactly what you want, and you're gonna be good. Don't second guess. Just that's what you want. It's possible. Do that.
That's what's up. That's what's up. What about you, Ken?
Yeah, I think the same, man. It just depends on your situation. When it comes to financial, family. I just think it depends. It depends on your situation.
Do y'all see the benefits? Like, did y'all have a head start not having a wedding? Did it jumpstart y'all? You know what I'm saying? Y'all family? Because like I said, let's say coming out of college, let's say I'm not guessing y'all may would have spent $20,000-$30,000, right? So do y'all think that kind of helped y'all? Like, okay, we didn't have to waste that money.
I think so. Yeah. I think it did help us. It did give a bit of a head start. And we what we did was we said, okay, no wedding, but we're gonna make sure we do something nice for our honeymoon. So we did the Bahamas. Okay. But it was still within the means, right. And so it did provide us a way to give us sort of a head start, especially having a kid. Like we had a kid first, so that responsibility alone is like a lot. Yeah. And so I feel like it helped us not to have one financially, because I feel like we probably would have been in the hole if we did it. Yeah. I do feel that way. So it did. Yeah.
I feel that.
Kind of how it happened was we had Kennedy. We had Kennedy in 2015. We got married in 2016. And we had KJ in 2017.
I got pregnant that same year we got married.
Right. Man, so cause kids are expensive.
Oh, most definitely. It's ridiculous. It's how much medicine costs?
Man,
it's ridiculous.
Right. Just medicine.
Kids are expensive, man. Yeah. So y'all did the nice honeymoon. Then why not just do it like a destination thing? Like, hey, mom, dad, whoop-de-whoop, family, y'all just come out here. We just gonna do something small out here. It'll be a honeymoon wedding all at the same time.
His mom is not gonna fly.
Mom not gonna fly. Not gonna do it. Not even for the wedding.
No.
Not even for the wedding. She might would have came for the wedding.
I get that too, because I'm just not a fan of flying either. Yeah. So it's just he's close knit with his family. I'm close knit with mine, and they were all there. They were like, good. We'll do something small. With your pastor, but it's the people getting out there to be there with us. Now looking back, I'm like, shoot, we really could have. Me and you could have went with a minister, got married, and came back.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Pastor Mason too.
Yeah. That's Pastor Mason at Pearly Grove.
So with y'all not having a wedding, did y'all do like couples counseling things?
We had to.
Okay.
We did marriage counseling before.
In order for my pastor to marry us, again, Pastor Mason, we had to do premarital counseling. And I'm glad we did, because it does open your eyes to what is to come. Yeah, you have the glitz and glam of a wedding. But when you go home, walking that threshold, you're man and wife. Yeah. And it's not just a piece of paper. Yeah. It's not. It is you become one in a sense. You're still your individual selves, but premarital counseling allowed us to just get a glimpse or a picture of it. Although it wasn't everything, but it just give you something to like, okay, this is how we need to maybe start this roadmap on this journey.
So do y'all recommend that for other couples?
Most definitely.
Who thinking about it like, we might not need it.
Most definitely.
I definitely recommend it.
Yeah, some people don't even have those conversations. Yeah. They just go right into it, and they just have to deal with it.
No. We lived together.
Yeah.
We were living together before we got married.
So that's another question I was just going to ask too, because the last couple, they was together since high school, but they didn't live together. Their first night living together were after their wedding night. Like they left the wedding and moved into their house together. That was their first night staying together. So how was that? Because I hear, you know, pros and cons of it. Like, you know, like let's say I lived with a person before, and I say like, you know, the arguments maybe we have had, it wouldn't have happened until we were married. So ain't no like, you know, get out my house, it's over with, we break it up. You know what I'm saying? Over a little situation. You know what I'm saying? So do you like recommend that? Would y'all do it differently? Would y'all not have lived together, or you know, or did it help y'all in this situation? Y'all got a chance to learn each other, get a feel for each other.
I wouldn't say that. I mean, because we still, you know, as we get older, you always learning each other. You always, you know, growing. So I wouldn't say, you know, I think it just depends on the situation.
Yeah.
Every marriage is different. Not one marriage is the same. So, you know, everybody deal with things differently. So I think it just depends.
Yeah.
You can't say, hey, this would have happened if, you know, you went this way, or this would have happened. You know, everybody's different.
Yeah, everybody different.
I mean, for us, it worked out, you know, perfect.
It worked out good. Yeah. That's good. That's good. So, with y'all living together before marriage, did it feel different after y'all like made it official? Like when y'all went home, was it like a different feeling, or like is it kind of like, okay, you know, it's just official now, you know?
Well, for me, it didn't feel any different because when you're living together with you know, your significant other, you kind of come into that husband-wife role a little bit. You're already cooking, you're already cleaning, you know, he's going to work or he's doing what needs to be done. At the time we had a townhome, so he's doing what needs to be done around there. So I guess the feeling wasn't different. Of course we were on a high from, okay, we're married. Yeah. But as far as like the feeling of, okay, now the rules are this. Yeah. No, I'm not big on rules, you know.
I don't believe in the rules either.
Yeah.
You know?
So he say now.
Well, yeah. I mean, like I said, that's a part of growing.
Yeah, part of growing.
That's a part of growing and learning. Something somebody tell you that might have happened 10, 15 years ago in their marriage. I mean, we're in different times, so that they may not work in our marriage. Yeah. So I'm not a fan of rules or this how
it should be.
How it should be. I think everybody, you know, should grow and learn their partner. Yeah. And you have to learn your partner.
That's what's up.
That's true.
That's what's up. Is that tough? Like, is that tough?
It is.
At times, yeah.
How does it feel to be one? You know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, I'm coming from the outside of, like, I do a lot of weddings. You feel what I'm saying? I love doing weddings. I love seeing people at their happiest.
You're doing weddings, so let's get to the marriage side.
Yeah, let's get to the marriage side. Right. You know what I'm saying?
So I would say the number one thing is communication.
Yeah.
Like, you have to have that communication.
Okay. You have to listen. You can't
you
just
have to
talk.
listen. You
Yeah.
have to listen.
Listen, gotcha.
So I think that's number one. You have to listen, man, because some people, you know, something may happen and they may not say nothing this time, or they may not say nothing this time, and then something big happen. All that stuff you've been holding in, it just comes out, and it'll come out a different way.
Gotcha.
You see what I'm saying? So I think communication is like the number one thing in marriage. Like, you have to have that, and you have to feel comfortable, you know, doing it.
Yeah.
Yes, you definitely need a safe space with your spouse, and in marriage, you have to understand. Okay, we're a team. When you get that, y'all are a team, y'all on the same team, because you're not going to be on the football field, one of y'all trying to make a touchdown here and the other one trying to make a touchdown on the other end. When you realize you're a team, we got to walk this together.
Gotcha.
And Ken and I are we're opposite, but we're alike in some ways, but he's more laid back and I'm more in your face, I guess. And so sometimes you can kind of, you know, clash when it's like that. And so you just have to, like he said, communicate. I'm big on listening, kind of understanding, and creating a safe space for each other. Like at the wedding, everything's good. Like we drinking, we toasting to it, we having fun. But when you go home and get in that marriage, you are on the same exact team. If it may be something that I'm feeling uncomfortable about, and then it may not really bother him, but I'm like, you still got to stand with me though in a way. You know what I'm saying? And we can tread those waters together. So
So somebody that's not willing to compromise, you wouldn't suggest them taking that next step?
Probably not.
Yeah.
Because it's another person.
Yeah. Man. I know that's something tough for me. You know what? I don't think it's compromising. I don't mind compromising. Right. I'm the type of person. Okay, I've been in a situation where like the the woman, her favorite thing was, well, I start doing this when I'm married. You feel what I'm saying?
Nah.
So y'all wouldn't agree with that kind of terminology.
But what it is, what would she start doing?
Well,
That used to be my thing. Like I was like, it's not a switch that just
It's
turned
not.
on. Like
It's not.
you should be showing me things now that makes me want to marry you.
Because if
You
you're
feel
not
what I'm
doing it
saying?
now, you may do it when y'all first get
You can't
married.
just do it when you're married.
Yeah, so that's
it's
one
not
way.
gonna last.
So
It's not
even
gonna
if like a couple that lives together or doesn't live together, you think each person should be doing things like to show their
Definitely.
partner
Definitely.
how they would be as a husband.
Definitely. I think
Yeah, but
Our wife.
Yeah, with some people they do it just it is unconsciously. You know, they may do it. But yeah, when you're living with someone, that's really gonna tell the story. Right. It's gonna tell.
Gotcha. So how do you know this person is your forever person? Like, you know what I'm saying? And does it? And then so y'all been together 7 years. Is it still that same like? Once you look at her, you like that's you know what I'm saying. That's my lady there. That's my guy. You know what I'm saying?
For me, yeah. It's funny because I'm a former athlete.
Yeah.
So I played basketball at Alcorn State. So I've never had to approach a young lady. So she was the first young lady I actually had to approach.
Oh.
So that was kind of it for me. You
Gotcha.
know, I was like, okay, she's giving me a challenge.
Gotcha.
And I mean, ever since then, it's.
Got you. So what about you? So you saw him. So when he first approached you was just like, yeah. So cause they say women could tell like if this gonna be my husband, like you know, I've seen that.
But
Is
you know
that
what?
true?
The crazy thing is she was watching me before.
Oh, okay. She had an eye on you already a little bit. She was just waiting on the approach.
Yeah.
I would say with Ken, I had already seen him. Not already. I think like that same year. That was his last year playing basketball, and I saw him, and I said, I was like, okay, he's cute, you know. And so when he did approach me, I was like, okay, but I made sure I was seen.
Yeah.
But he approached me, and so then I just like kind of knew like, okay, he's a really nice guy. I want to get to know him. I didn't think husband right away, but I definitely was like boyfriend for sure.
For sure.
And so as it seemed like we just clicked, and everything was just so cool again because he's so laid back. So. And it just kept going. It just kept going.
Yeah. So at what point did you tell your best friend like I could see myself? You know what I'm saying? If he asked me, I'd say yeah.
Oh my gosh. Ooh, I mean, far as marriage,
Yeah, like you know, this the person I want to be with, right?
definitely.
Before you
probably-
told your friend, like you had to tell nobody else. Just like yeah, girl, I think I could.
Okay, let's say we met 2012. So I kind of knew, I pretty much knew. Once I had my baby, I kind of knew.
Yeah.
Not saying I expected it. You know, I'm like, okay, people can change.
Yeah.
But I knew, I was like, okay, yeah, we're going to get married. Like, I already know we're going to be married.
Yeah.
Like, he's going to be my husband. But
That's
that's
what's
like when I had my baby and just seeing how Ken was, like, just with her, like, she and I, he was just all in. And I'm like, okay, yeah, this is it right here. Like,
That's
because,
what's
you know,
up.
you have a baby, they get to running.
Yeah. You right.
So I'm still got my guard up, like, okay, let me see what's next.
Right.
But he never gave me
anything to
a
worry
reason.
about.
Yeah.
That's
so,
what's up.
yeah.
Ken, so even y'all having the baby and everything, was it still a nervousness when it was time to propose? Answer that question.
Definitely.
So what was you nervous about? You know what I'm saying? I just wonder. 'Cause I know me, I can't imagine. I can't even imagine me doing that. You feel what I'm saying? So tell me them feelings you was going through.
You know what? I was a little nervous, not too much though.
He was stuttering.
He was stuttering.
But it was a situation where, okay, I think I called my best friend, and my brother over to the house, and I was like, well, I told him before I was gonna propose, and I did a little speech or whatever. But I wasn't really nervous.
Yeah.
Not too much. Wasn't too bad.
That's what's up. Were you nervous when you did? Like, was it a surprise? Was it?
Yeah.
You know?
Oh yeah, it was a surprise.
It was a surprise. We had been talking about it, but then, you know, I didn't.
She didn't know when.
Right, I didn't know
Yeah.
when, so it was a surprise. But I was sort of nervous, but I was happy too because I'm like, okay, finally.
Yeah.
But it felt good. Like it was just a good feeling. Like I was like, okay, we're like this is about to be official. Like even after being together, having a baby, what else? Being together, having a baby, and then living together. That just saying, look, I want to take your hand in marriage. It just really made it official.
That's what's up.
So yeah.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So after it happened and everything, so when you told your parents or your family that y'all wasn't gonna have a wedding, was it a little disappointment? Cause sometimes mamas and daddies always want to picture their child, walking down the aisle or first dance and stuff like that. Was it a little disappointment for them?
I think for my mother-in-law, maybe. I think she definitely wanted a wedding.
Yeah.
And then for my mom, she wanted one too, but she was just like, I'm just glad y'all getting married. I don't want y'all to be shacking.
Yeah.
So that was it.
So y'all got 2 little ones.
Yep.
Yeah.
How's that? So how is parenting, just marriage learning on the fly? Like, did y'all read it in books? Y'all, or y'all just went with it? Y'all seem like cool parents.
Yeah, I'm more of a, on the fly.
Mm-hmm.
She's more of a, let me look this up on Google. Like when
I read articles.
Were babies. Yeah, she, seeing what Google say.
That's what's
should
up.
this be happening or should this be? I'm more of a,
Yeah.
I'm old school, but
yeah.
I like to make sure we, that little new school stuff where it's gentle parenting.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I won't say I'm a gentle
Yeah.
parenting type, but I do like to mix. You got the old school, and then you got some of the new school because the generations are different.
Yeah.
I think with Ken and I, with him working at the alternative school, he's more, when it comes to discipline, he could be more, you're not about to do this, that's it. And me, I'm like, well, why are you doing it? Well, why do you want to do it? Well, don't do, I'm trying to talk more so.
So when it's time to discipline, who's like the disciplinarian first?
It depends.
Yeah, at that moment, especially like with Kennedy, because we had a girl and a boy.
Mm-hmm.
So Ken may not want to be too hard with her, but he gonna get with KJ.
Yeah.
And he younger.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how that work then? So are you a little tough on the little one? Yeah.
I'm probably a little too tough on him. But I mean, that's how
that's
mom,
how you raised.
my mom and my grandmother and my mom raised me. So I mean, I believe in tough love. I believe in it. Like, I don't think you should.
That's what's
all
up.
the time out and all that.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah. See, I'm new to all this too. So So
and I say tough love because life is gonna be tough.
Yeah, I feel that.
Whatever you do is gonna be tough. Like nobody's gonna give you anything. So you have to know how to deal with certain situations.
Yeah.
I just think that's how.
Have them ready for any type of situation.
For any situation.
That's what's up.
Whether it's sports, whatever it is.
Yeah. How you feel about that?
I get that too, but I don't look at it as tough love.
Mm-hmm.
I look at it as
it is because they get whatever they want. And we still
they
spoil.
get whatever they want. But
I
think people take tough love as I'm about to beat you, but then I still love you. No, I feel like especially with girls, even just kids, even little boys. I feel like tough love misses that emotional part. Like, being an adult now, I feel like my parents, I should have been more in tune emotionally with them. And so that's what I want, like, that, especially girls. Like, my brother can tell you he has 4 girls, and he's like, he really have to tap into that emotional side with girls. Gotcha. They may not say it, but they may need a hug that day. Yeah. Like, even my daughter, I remember my uncle told Ken, we were saying how clingy she would get, and he was like, she may just need to be hugged a little tighter, And so with girls, you definitely, as a man raising them, you want to tap into that emotional side of you. Because Ken, like, I'm not really emotional like that. I was like, I know you're not, babe, but tap into it. Because they may cry about stuff that we think is, not dumb or like silly. And you really, when raising them, it's just things that's so small to us is like huge to them. Their world is so big, and we looking at it like it's not that big a deal, but it's big. And so,
but
I feel like tough love misses that emotional side. I feel like it misses that.
You have to have a balance, though. Like, I'm not always that way.
I know.
Yeah, you have to have a balance. Like, we spend quality time. Like, me and him has been the Grizzly games, just me and him, nobody else. So I think you just have to know how to balance.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah. That was like I said, because I'm new to it, so I went from being the rich uncle to come in and spend money, let's go buy something. Now it's every day, and I have to tell like I can't do this every day now. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna have no money for school. I keep doing all of this, so it's I'm definitely trying to learn a balance. So how do y'all find that balance? Not only like having kids, 'cause I know that's a lot of time, and then still having time for each other.
It's hard.
Yeah.
You have to have patience with the kids, but it's hard because it's so much. It's so much.
A lot of our days is dedicated outside of working. A lot of our time is dedicated to them, and when family isn't, like I have my sister that lives by us. She's the only family that's close to us, but she still has her life.
Yeah.
And so when you're not close to like the grandmas, grandpas, it can be a little. Our time for us is maybe like once a month. If we can squeeze some in, and I can see if my sister isn't busy, she'll get the kids. So it is hard. We're still trying to learn how to balance that right now. I mean, even now, like we need another date night soon. Because when I log out of work and he gets off work, he picks them up. They get home, they want to eat. It's homework time. Somebody got to go tutoring. Somebody got to go soccer practice. By that time, it's 8:30 at night. We going to bed. You know. So me and Ken got to sit together and like, okay, this documentary coming out. We gonna put the kids to bed. We gonna watch that together. Just get those little spurts in.
Yeah.
You have to plan ahead. Man.
Yeah.
Yes, and that may not always work out too, but just still try to plan.
Yeah, try to plan ahead. Like, okay, this is what we're gonna do this week. This is what we're gonna do this day. Even with small stuff like working out, like I used to work out in the evening time, but now I can't do that because all of that time goes to the kids. So I have to get up at 4:35 in the morning, go work out. Because if I don't, I'm not gonna work out that day. There's so much other stuff that has to be done.
Man, they say it's tough having kids and being married,
but it's a joy. It's a joy. It's a joy watching them grow.
That's what's up.
Like
you have your moments, but it's tough.
So in what ways you think, I guess, planning, but in what ways you think you guys could try to help improve just y'all self, quality time between each other? Are any tips for couples that may be struggling with that as well?
Ken is big on quality time. I would like to hear him answer this.
Man. Like I said, you just have to plan ahead,
Because it's tough, coming
tough.
from the
It's
outside
so
looking in. So, I'm an entrepreneur, so I tell people, and I joke about it all the time, but I say like, all women want a man that works hard and work a lot and stuff like that. Until you get one, and then you ain't got no time. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like, well, you know who I was when you met me. But so you're not only an entrepreneur, and I'm gonna ask you how it is dating someone like this, but not only you're an entrepreneur, but you have a job too.
Right.
So that's a double, work time. So sometimes you might have to get off work to go, do this. You feel what I'm saying? So how do you even find time for that? Because it's tough just having one job. Now you got two. So how's that?
And I used to coach also.
Yeah.
So that was a third job.
Yeah. So that what made you give up coaching?
Yeah. That made me give up coaching.
Yeah.
It was taking up all of my time.
Yeah.
I was gone the entire summer, basically every weekend from March until August. Like I was gone every single weekend.
Dang.
So I had to give that up.
Yeah.
For family.
Yeah.
But now what I try to do is I try to schedule my appointments. Okay, it's 4 weekends in a month. 2 of them are gonna be dedicated to family. Yeah. The other 2 will be dedicated to business.
Yeah.
So I try to balance it that way. Yeah.
So what if an emergency come up, like Super Bowl winning this person, need a suit, on a family weekend? Then how that go?
He can go get it.
Yeah, go get it. So you cool with that?
I am.
You cool with that?
And she do a good job on.
Yeah, I support him 100%.
Yeah.
I thought I was marrying a basketball coach.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, we'll be on the road, or we, think different things like that. But I end up marrying an entrepreneur, so it's like I'm a supporter either way. Like sometimes, like, oh, you do got to go out of town this week. I forgot. He's like, yeah, I got to go. I'm like, okay, cool, cool. I'm gonna handle it at home. Go, chase your dreams. Like I've seen marriages where one of the, like a spouse may not be able to chase their dreams like they want to, and you kind of become depressed. You start outsourcing for other stuff. You just trying to fill a void. And so I'm like, no, go. You gotta go. You need to go fit this person. You gotta go out of town, do this wedding. Go. When he need to come to Jackson, go. I want you to live your dream, and I want to be allowed to do the same for myself. But I'm gonna support it 100%.
That's what's up. And I feel like that's you don't find that always.
You don't.
You don't.
I be cool about stuff. People are like, are you cool about him fitting women? Go. I trust him. Go ahead.
Yeah, I wonder where, like, why people have that insecurity, like,
It's probably different reasons. Ken has never given me a reason to feel no type of way. And again, like I'm saying, Ken has worked away before where he would only come home on the weekend. So we definitely had that going on in marriage too. But as far as his business, I'm 1,000%. Like when he said he got an idea going on, he need to come Jackson, even with you, anything, like, go. I got the kids. We'll be here, or we'll travel with you. But more likely, I'll be trying to stay at home.
Yeah, that's what's up.
I support it.
That's what's up. That's what's up. How that make you feel, man? Knowing
It
that
makes me feel great. Like, I don't have anything to worry about. I know the kids are fine. You know, so I mean, it works out perfectly.
That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. Like I said, it definitely, only outside looking in, but it does look like y'all got it like figured out pretty much for like the most part. Y'all got like a y'all rhythm.
It's
trying.
it's work. It's work. It's work. Like we do we have a lot of conversations. So it's work.
And it didn't come right away.
Right. It took time.
A lot of time.
Everything wasn't, sunny when we first started.
We've gotten into it where we weren't talking to each other for 2 days in the house. So it
So
ain't.
it's
I don't
fine
want people
for
to think
couples
it's
to do
perfect.
that. It's fine for married
I
couples
wouldn't say
to
it's
do that.
fine.
Well, I believe
but
I believe that's
it
a part
happens.
of it. That's a part of it.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like to get to a certain point, I think you have to go through something.
So
that helps you grow.
nothing gonna be perfect.
No,
That's
no.
People can go and get that out the hell.
they
Just
can go ahead
because
and
we
get that
saying
Not
I
gonna be
do.
perfect. I may look at
Nothing
him one
else.
day and be like, "Why are you chewing like that?
Yeah.
Like I just don't like it. It's getting on my nerves to see
Yeah.
you chew like that. You know."
Yeah.
It's just-
No marriage is
And he
perfect.
may be like, "You've been on the phone all day. I've been hearing you yap all day long. Get off the phone." So it's not perfect, but you have to. It's a choice. Every day you wake up,
Yep.
I choose to do this. Like when I wake up, I choose to get up. Me and my husband get the kids ready. He packing their lunches. He's helping me out. We just kind of be there for each other. We don't want either one of us to get burnt out.
Right.
Gotcha.
When you start getting burnt out, you start trying to find an outlet. Let me drink before I go to bed, which is nothing wrong with that. But I'm just saying, like, you just start to kind of stray away from it if you're getting burnt out in the marriage of things. So we just try to hold each other up. Again, we're a team. So if I'm getting tired on this end, come catch the load for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So was it a conversation when you decided to come off the road? Was it like, all right, you may be doing too much?
Yeah,
right?
it actually was.
Yeah.
A year ago, maybe a year and a half ago.
And how did that though? 'Cause I know you love being around the game, love being around sports. So
I understood.
yes.
I understood.
Yeah.
Like I'm a
Our second
basketball
baby.
fan. Like I'm a basketball fan to the core. So
That's his first love.
yeah.
that's my first love. So it kind of felt a certain type of way. But at the end of the day, I was like, okay, I'm not the same person that I was playing or right after I was playing. Like I have a family now.
Yeah.
Like it's not just me. I have a family.
Yeah.
I have to support a family. So if my wife say, okay, you're gone too long doing this, or we need you at home. Like I understand it. Like no matter how I feel,
He fought it for a little bit.
I did.
Yeah.
It took me a little while to,
Yeah.
but
Because that's your first
I understood
love.
because
Yeah.
I have to look at it like,
Yeah,
okay,
first love.
I had to realize that.
how does she feel? Or why does she feel this way? Like I had
That's
to look
what's
at it like that.
That's what's
and,
up.
and once I did that, I was like, you know what? I've did this for 8 years. I've gave back because I wasn't getting paid for it. So
Yeah.
I gave back to the youth like I started doing it for. And I was like, I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
And the crazy thing is, some of the kids I've coached growing up, they're professionals now.
That's what's up.
And now they call me, hey, I need a suit for this
Yeah,
event,
that's
or I
what's
need a
up.
suit for this game,
Yeah.
and I catch a flight and go take care of them.
That's
So I
what's up.
still can do that. So I'm still connected,
Still connected
some type
there.
of way. Yeah.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So why choose the suits over basketball?
Over
then?
coaching.
It's something I can, give to my son, and at the same time, I've been coaching basketball for so long. I know how it works.
Yeah.
I know what it takes to get to this level. I've coached pros. I see how the agents work, or how these teams work, or how it is to be recruited. Like I've seen, all parts of it. So once I've seen that, I'm okay with walking
Yeah.
away from it.
Yeah.
Because I've always wanted to know, okay, well, I wonder why this happened. Because I didn't make it professional. I stopped in college. So I always wondered, okay, how does it work professionally? How does this work? How does this work? So by me coaching on the Nike circuit, which is the top circuit in the world, for high school basketball players, like I've seen how how this works. Like, you have kids getting paid 10th grade. They're 10th grade, 11th grade, getting paid to play on the team.
Yeah.
And now you can instill that in KJ,
Right.
Kennedy.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So if they're getting paid in the 10th and 11th grade to play on a high school travel basketball team, what you think they getting paid to go to college?
Yeah. Definitely.
So I've seen, all parts of it,
what's up.
and I'm okay with walking away. Like, I always can go back,
That was up. Was it a sad part? Cause you said when y'all, was together, you had in mind of, you think you gonna get married to a basketball coach. So when that aspect, was finally gone, was it like, dang, I would kind of wish he would have did that, or I'm cool.
I
with
sort of
the
wish he was a
man?
basketball coach.
Yeah.
Like high school or even on a collegiate level. I do. It was the summers. Like, he had summer basketball.
Yeah, summer
Like,
basketball
that's when the
tough.
kids are out.
Yeah.
Even when they were babies, it's hard trying to be
Yeah.
somewhere with them and do this. And my mom would have to come. His mom helped out a whole great deal. His younger brother would have to come stay at the house with me sometimes, So I felt lonely because it's summer and it's, you want to get out. But him being a coach, like, through the year, I wanted that for him. He's like, I don't want to do that, But I was kind of like, dang, because I know his skill set on the court and off the court. He would do wonders as a coach in that world. And so, yeah, I was sort of like, dang.
Yeah.
But, he found something else that he's passionate about, which I love to see. And, it just is even better.
That's what's up. So what makes you just all in? Like, is it because I said I do, I'm all in, or it's just like, I love
It's because
this
I
person?
choose to. It's a choice. It is a choice. It's not the moment you feel like you have to, you might want to walk away.
So for another, young lady that might be in a similar situation, maybe dating an entrepreneur, like what advice would you give her, like dating an entrepreneur or, someone that's...
Well, I've given this advice before. You have to be just as all in as your spouse is. Because when a man make a choice to do it, as a man, when y'all make y'all choice to do it, that's your passion. That's what you're in. And as their wife, their significant other, you have to be just as all in and probably hold down some things. Because if he say today, I'm just going to fully leave education alone and I'm going to try this entrepreneur thing like full time. And I'm probably still, just in the real world, I'm still working. I'm working in corporate America. It may be some things I got to hold down while he's steady building. So you really have to be all in with that. You're going to have some stressful moments. But when you make the choice to be all in, do just that. Because when a man, he's with you, he got his mind made up. Y'all can go real high. Like, you can go with that. So yeah, you have to be all in. You have to be prepared for the ups and downs. Just probably like another marriage.
Yeah. So for the women that may say, like, I can't do that. Well, you know what I'm saying? Like, why? You know what I'm saying?
I'm not gonna be able to do it. If they just feel like, what?
Or why? Why it can't be the other way around? Why the shoe can't be on the other foot or something like that?
For them that says that, far as them, if they want,
because you're sacrificing a lot of your time.
Yeah, right.
You know what
It's
I'm
a
saying?
sacrifice.
So what makes you just?
if you don't feel, what makes me do it is that I know the reward is greater. Mm-hmm. That's just me. For someone else that probably can't see that vision or don't even want to see it, like, look, this is what we got in front of us now. This is what we need to handle. They will have to work that out the best way they can. You know, I would hate for it to result in not being together, but it's a choice there.
I know I've talked to a person, and I tell them, like, I've told people that I dated, like, you know, I think you need to get you a guy that go to work at 8 o'clock in the morning and gets off at 5 o'clock.
Exactly.
Because I may have to be in the Bahamas. I may have to be in Paris for this.
I can't tell you what I'm going to be doing 6 months down the line. I can't. I don't know what I'm doing.
But that's the exciting part, though.
That's the thing. You feel what I'm saying?
But that's just me. That's how I look at it.
Yeah. So I said dating an entrepreneur definitely isn't for the faint of heart, for sure.
No, it's not.
For sure. So as an entrepreneur, I'm gonna let y'all get out of here.
Okay.
What advice you give entrepreneurs to making sure that they schedule that quality time with, their family,
Oh man.
or not even family, just significant other,
I think even if you don't have family, man, if you're an entrepreneur, you should schedule some me time.
Yeah.
Like just to, get your
Why is that important?
um
Why can't I just get to the bag?
because you're gonna have ups and downs.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not always gonna be, sunny. And the crazy thing is the struggles that you have prepare you for the bright side.
Yeah.
So sometimes I think you may, when it's not going well, you may have to, take a little time off to get your thoughts together, to prepare you for the future.
Yeah. So what's stopping you from going full-time entrepreneurship?
Nothing. I still, so by me not coaching anymore, me giving back to the youth because they need it. They need male teachers. We need more male teachers in the classroom. So I think that's my way of giving back.
Yeah.
Even though I'm not coaching, but I'm in the classroom.
Got you.
So I made, these guys, they need me. I've had students, so how it works at my school, if you do something at your home school, they send you to alternative school for 30 days, 45 days, or you can get the entire year.
Yeah.
So I've had kids, and I've seen, growth from kids. 7th, 8th grade, you're trying to figure it out. These kids are trying to figure it out. They don't know which way to go. Some of them don't have fathers at home. So I can be that male role model in their life. And I've had kids to, go back to their home school, and how they got my email, I don't know. But they would send me an email and say, hey, man, I appreciate you. I appreciate what you did for me. I appreciate what you said to me. And, man, that right there means everything.
Yeah. That's what's up. That's what's up. So you think that's something you think you'll stick to doing?
Yeah, man. I think I'll do that for a while.
Yeah.
I do a good job of scheduling. Like, if you go to my job or if you ask somebody that has worked with me, they'll probably tell you he's one of the most professional guys I know. Like, I take pride on being professional.
That's what's up.
So, I mean, I think as long as I can do that and I can balance everything else out, I can be in education for a while also. I can balance both.
And real quick, why you say we need more male teachers?
Man, we just need it. We just need it, man. You can see the difference. Like, I can have students in my class, and they'll go right down the hall to a female teacher class after they leave my class and just act out.
Yeah.
But when they're in my class,
they don't do
totally
that.
Different person. Totally different person. I don't know. It's because they don't have that at home. They're not used to it, or what. But you could just see a difference.
Yeah. So you recommend guys definitely.
I mean, if you have the opportunity, man.
Yeah.
If you have the opportunity to do that, like that would be good.
And how does it feel dating a teacher? Cause I've dated a teacher before, but it was like a 3rd grade teacher.
Okay.
And I told him, you ruined it for all teachers. I never dated a teacher.
Oh,
because
no.
they bring the stress. Well, I just say this particular situation, the stress was brought home. Okay. You feel what I'm saying? Like, teaching is a tough job. Then you don't make too much money
and
that
I
you
understand.
should.
I kind of understand that because 3rd grade they have the state test that they have to, the kids have to pass. So that probably comes with it.
Stress came home.
And behavior.
Sure. Yes, all of that.
So I can understand why it would come home.
All of that lesson planning and grading papers and Like, the teacher is a hard job.
It's a hard job.
You feel what I'm saying? That's why I'm like, I don't think I ever dated a teacher after this. You know what I'm saying? So how does it feel dating a teacher? Even though it's in school, it's alternative school, but teacher life is still tough.
It is, and I think that's one of the. Outside of a doctor, nurse, dentist, I think a teacher is an amazing position. It's a ministry. And I tell Ken all the time, when those kids come there, those are troubled kids that he deal with. Whatever they troubled by.
So that's even tougher.
It is. And I want him to understand where they come from and show compassion there, because at home they may be going through all type of stuff that we don't know about. And I think that's where he looks at it that way too, where when they come here, like, show them a different side. They see a black male professional or just a male professional in general. Take that opportunity to show what the other side looks like, instead of what they seen in the streets. And so I just think it's just a ministry. I love that about education. I was in education at one point in my life. I worked for AmeriCorps, and I was a TA.
Okay.
And so I just think that field is a ministry. I think it's so underpaid.
Yeah, it is. Drastically.
And I feel like I like to see males in the area, because believe it or not, like, males, I'm gonna speak for black males. Like, y'all are like incredible. Like, y'all it's like y'all come here with something, and you just know. You know what I'm saying? So you tap into that, and you have somebody like Ken or any male teacher in your class that can turn that around for you. I think it's so good. So I really love the fact that he's in that profession.
That's what's up. What made you get out of teaching?
Well, wanted some more money. But I had a thought that I may go back to education, even if it's like behavioral specialist or something, because this generation, we we need it, especially us. Like I'm real big on I'm pro-black. You know, I'm really big on us. So I don't want to. You know, like it's needed in that classroom is needed. You know, and so I left for more money. Yeah, for sure. I'm in accounting, but
that was up. That was up. So you love what you do there?
What I do now? Mm-hmm. I do. I enjoy it. Well, I work for Hilton now. I work for FedEx. I work for Hilton now. And I enjoy it. It's relaxed. I'm an analyst. And so my job is pretty straightforward. And I do love it. But I don't think I'll be in corporate America a long time. Yeah. I may go back to education. I just like a behavioral specialist or something like that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So you are the numbers cruncher then. So even with the family, you crunch all the numbers.
Well, he took on that role as of late.
Okay.
Because I feel like doing it all day, I don't want to look at no bills. Look, pay it. I don't want to look at nothing. I'm not trying to figure out nothing, no interest, nothing.
Man, that's what's
after
up.
doing it all day. But I need to pick it back up because Ken has been doing an excellent job taking that on. He did not have that duty at first. That's what's new. You know, he switch around in marriage.
That's what's up. That's what's up. All right, so last couple questions. I'm going to let y'all go. Okay. So how do you balance, like, let's say, one of y'all like to shop, or one of y'all, you know, how do y'all find that balance? Like, you can't spend that, or you can't buy that, or you may want this, you probably not need that. Like, how do y'all find that balance right there?
Again, we switch roles in that.
Sometimes
that was him at first.
Yeah.
I was saving money. Like, he wanted some shoes.
I was the Jordans every week.
Yeah,
that was me
when
at first.
And
once we had kids, I was like, you know what?
Yeah.
So now she's the
anything for the kids.
Tailfair.
Gotta have Brandon Blackwood.
Fenty, what's that? Rihanna Fenty and all that. That's her now.
Yeah.
Well, look, another thing. Well, good thing about it is she's got me into like the skincare and all of that. So I don't have a problem with it.
Yeah.
So far as shopping, to answer your question, we do. Ken will say, look, this is how much we doing this month. This is what we putting back this month. Watch that. Don't touch this card.
Yeah.
Don't touch our joint. Because he has an account, I have an account, then we have a joint.
Okay.
And then we have our savings there.
Okay.
And so he'll say, don't touch that. I'm like, I'm not going to touch that card. I put it up. But on the side, I'm kind of...
So do y'all recommend that then? Like the separate than the joint?
I've had that discussion.
I think so. Yeah. I think so. That's
interesting. Because, you know, you hear the people say... You know, y'all put everything in one. You know what I'm saying? Like, But I have heard people say, you know, have your own separate.
Yeah, I think so.
I think it's okay to do that.
I think it's okay.
And I think it's okay if you have a joint and you're able, because with a joint, we started to overspend because he'll be sliding for one thing that I don't know about. I'm sliding for something he don't know. Right. So when you have your separate accounts, you're getting paid, you know, it works out better because you already know the bills got to come out. Anything for the kids got to come out. And you don't want to overspend in that area. So I think a joint and then separate, I think that works for us.
Yeah.
But, you know, I've seen people like completely separate.
Right.
I'm going to pay this half of the bill, you pay that half. I've seen that too.
Yeah. So how does that work then? So, you know, both of y'all get paid. He
pay all the bills.
Are y'all putting a certain amount in the joint, or it's just like...
His money going to the joint.
Okay.
I pay all the bills.
Okay. Gotcha.
But you do have people that... You do have people that, you know, split the bills down the middle.
Yeah.
No, he paid
I pay all the bills.
You pay all the bills. About that. So you good with that? You good with that?
No problem.
Yeah,
no problem.
Good with that. That's what's up.
I don't have a problem because if I need something, I know who to go to.
Yeah, you go to. Yeah, it's your personal lender right there.
Personal lender.
You got
Right.
That's what's up. All right, so then we was talking a little bit. I'm gonna let y'all go about the whole you guys don't live at home. You guys chose to move off or whatever, even though it's not too far, but it's still not, you know, at home. So what was that conversation like? Did y'all move for work originally, or y'all just like, okay, I want to get out of here? So what was that conversation?
Get out of here.
Yeah.
When I moved with him to his area, it was me getting like, I'm ready to get out the house. I got a baby now. I'm getting out of my dad's house.
Yeah. Gotcha.
And then we got down there, and I'm like, this is too small for me. Yeah. Let's go. So we moved to Texas, and we spent like a year there. And it was like, ooh, this not gonna work with kids.
What did work in Texas? Because that's the move. Everybody love move to Texas.
I used to live in Texas, but with us, with kids under the school age, what you're paying in rent or mortgage, you're paying it at daycare too.
Yeah. We was actually paying more at daycare than rent.
Right.
Dang.
And so that just didn't, it didn't make sense.
Yeah.
You know, you want to be somewhere and struggle. You could be at home in Mississippi and struggle. And so that we came back, we found jobs. Ken found a job with the school system. Shout out to Mr. Smith. And so we we came back to Mississippi, to the Mississippi area, and just started kind of working.
That's what's up.
Now with the kids getting older and us getting older, I'm like, gosh, it's really good to be close to family. Like I've been craving moving back home to Jackson, Madison, Flowood, wherever, somewhere in this area with my friends and my nail tech and my hairstylist.
So give me the reason, because people be so ready to get out of Jackson. Give me your reason for wanted to move back. I know you just named those, but just nothing like home.
A major reason is with school, even with education. I feel with my kids, they're in a great area for education, but it's just not the education system. Our students are performing lower, like Black American, African American students are performing lower than the district. In the whole district, they perform lower than their counterparts. And so I'm like, yeah, you say I'm in a all-white district, but I mean, is it really good to your child?
Yeah, see, now that's a different perspective. Yeah.
Yes, and so I just feel like moving back home, we're closer to his mom. I have my aunt and uncle here, and my other uncles, they're here. And so it's in this era now, I'm 31, the kids are a little older, it feels, I want to be home. Like, I kind of just want to be home, and Ken like, nah, but he can flourish here. He can.
Yeah, definitely.
So,
and it's a conversation that
so before we even just hit on that, so what was your reason for, not only, what would you say, what you like about living away versus possibly moving back?
So me, I think everything is written. It's already written. So we've actually been having that conversation, and she's kind of changing my mind.
Yeah.
But even moving to Texas, I think, that was God did that on purpose, because that showed me, okay, when I was in Texas, I got to work with Black entrepreneurs. Yeah. Like I was training at Donald Driver facility. I was training with Brian Adams, former pros, 2 former pros. I'm training with them, and I'm seeing how business is done, and this is before I started my own business. So I think, everything works out perfect because, okay, I seen how it's supposed to be done. All right, and then we moved back to Mississippi. Being an entrepreneur has never crossed my mind.
Yeah.
But it just seems like everything works out perfect.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, boom, I'm an entrepreneur. Yeah. I've seen how it's done. I've seen the right way how to do it. So all of a sudden, I'm an entrepreneur. And she's talking about moving back. I do a lot of business in Jackson. Yeah. I'm here a lot. Yeah. Probably once or twice a month.
So why do you want to stay in South Haven?
Yeah. So why do you want to stay in South
Haven? My thing is, that's what I just said. That's a conversation we have to have. Like, she's changing my mind. I'm like, you know what? You're right. I do a lot of business here. I work with a lot of business owners here. Yeah. So maybe that is the right move. Yeah. So
yeah. So
that's why we're holding off buying a house.
Right, yeah. Because we're supposed to do that last year. So, and I'm like, okay, maybe that's why we didn't do it last year. Maybe we don't supposed to be here. Maybe we supposed to be here.
So we gotta know. That's just written in the, God. We have to wait. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. So so I guess give me pro and a con real fast. So y'all go. So moving back to Jackson, pro.
For me, closer to
all
family.
Her friends here.
All her friends here.
Closer to family and friends. I know where to go here.
Gotcha.
I know the size now. It's familiar. Yeah. This is my home.
Yeah.
That's my biggest pro. This is my home. I know how to maneuver.
Gotcha.
A con for me is the crime.
Yeah.
But that's still not really a con for me because I know where not to be.
Yeah, where not to go. Yeah.
So you can.
The same. I would say the same. I would be closer to family if I moved. She has a lot. She has family here. And a con would be the crime. I mean, you have to know how to move. When to go here, when to go here. So, I mean, that's a conversation.
But I know it. Memphis crime is horrible.
Yeah.
But I don't know it.
I don't fool with Memphis.
Right. And we don't know.
Do work up there.
Yeah, you have to in and out. You have to be in and out.
Yeah.
In and out.
So think about being somewhere like that. You don't know.
Yeah, what.
I know not to be somewhere here.
Right. Got you. Yeah. That's what's up. All right. So, any advice for couples that either they're just married, any advice from newlyweds? I spoke with some newlyweds last week on kind of I know y'all done touched on a lot, but just what to expect, as this process continue. You know what I'm saying? Because you guys got married young, right?
We did.
I was 25, 26.
Yeah.
You was 24.
Yeah.
24.
So that's pretty young.
That's pretty young.
So
I was 23.
So a 23-year-old, do you recommend, if it's that person going ahead and doing it?
No. I feel like marriage and kids should be your late 20s, early 30s.
Yeah.
I do. I feel like you need to really, really
Gotcha.
Especially this generation coming up.
Yeah.
wait.
It's different.
It'll
than-
be there. Don't get married at 23. Like me at 23 is a whole nother person from me today.
Yeah.
You will change. And think about that as we grew up together.
Right.
I've been together. Me and him. He celebrated my 21st birthday with me. Me then is a whole nother me now.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's okay to grow with that person, but you know, I would say late 20s, early 30s, get married, start having kids. You know,
I feel you.
Definitely get married first, then have kids.
Yeah.
that too.
I would say at least
if you can. I know stuff
if you
happens.
can, right? If you can get married, 2 to 3 years of just you and your spouse.
Yeah.
And then
You need those 2 to
have
3
kids.
years.
You need that
It's
time.
kinda
Like,
getting
I
to
wish
know each other.
I wish that's what we would have done first.
Gotcha. So you think y'all would have got married like around 27, 28, around that range instead of 23?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been good.
Yeah.
That would have been good. You know, just a little. I mean, 23. I look back like, girl, you was a baby.
That's good though, because couple need to hear that, because you know how some people feel like, I've been dating this person since I was 20, now I'm 23, 24. Let's
Don't
wait
put a
so long.
time limit on
Yeah,
him.
so
And
don't
even
put a
with
time
Ken,
limit.
I didn't
Yeah,
put a
it's-
time limit on him. We just
Right.
felt like we were ready. And
But I'm saying that, but at the same time, it's no right time and wrong time.
Yeah.
that too.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I don't think so, because when it does happen, you still have to learn that person, and you got to grow with that person.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a certain time.
Gotcha.
I guess I'm speaking on maturity level.
Yeah, maturity.
Yeah.
level. Now, if you're mature, then okay, you
Yeah.
can do that 23, 24.
Yeah. So it's just, so don't worry about time. So I've been dating
Don't
this
worry
person
about
for
time.
5 years. That shouldn't be the number one factor.
No,
Well, I
don't think so.
I wouldn't say that.
I don't think so.
But it depends on your end goal.
depends on-
Like,
Yeah.
if I'm dating you for 5 and I'm like, do I still see myself with him for 50? You
Yeah.
know? Or are we just good right now? Let's
So
just
you
see
need
where it
to make
goes.
sure that this a person I can see myself with 20
Definitely.
years.
Definitely.
from now.
Yes, having
Definitely.
kids with.
No,
wanna
you need to
see
make
yourself.
sure if that's a person that you can't see yourself without.
Without, see, I like
Yeah.
that. I like that. Cause it seems like y'all have a really great balance, and I think this.
Really?
I think this is what I honestly think this is what like couples should strive for. Honestly, you know what I'm saying? Understanding each other. You know what I'm saying? Being able to communicate. Cause all couples can't do that.
You have to get there.
yeah.
Get there. It takes time.
So it's a process.
It's a
so it's not
process.
like
Oh, no.
we supposed to be able to talk right
Oh,
away.
no,
you know what I'm saying?
It
Like
takes
that.
time. It
It's
takes
grown.
time. It takes time.
That's what's up.
Yeah,
That's
we've
what's
had our
up.
moments where we clash now.
Right.
That's what's up.
Wasn't talking.
So
like-
couples shouldn't feel bad about that.
Oh
You
no,
know?
not at all.
Yeah.
That's a part of
I
it.
don't want to talk to you.
Yeah.
today.
That's a part of it. That's a part of it.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
But like she said earlier, you have to choose to love
It's
that
a choice
person.
every
It's a
single
choice.
day.
It's a choice.
That
You want to do
alarm
it, you
clock go
gonna
off
do
at
it.
4 a.m. It is
Yeah.
a choice.
It's a choice. It's a choice. Well, like I said, man, I really appreciate y'all coming on,
Absolutely.
giving some advice to either newlyweds or couples that been married for a while that may be going through something, or couples that probably finna think about it. You feel what I'm saying? Because like I said, I really want to show the side that it's not just marriage. Not gonna be a walk in the park. I mean, this is for me too. Like I'm asking for other people, but this is for me too. Cause I'm not married. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So, just knowing what to expect. I know, of course, you got to give and take. Of course, you everything.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I do think my main thing is making sure that you find the right person,
Right.
and
That's
if
the
it
main
doesn't feel right,
It's
don't
not
do
right.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it doesn't feel right, if you have one doubt,
So you have
Definitely.
one doubt.
Oh my
That-
gosh, I wouldn't
that's
say
probably-
that.
One doubt. I mean, that's important. That's important.
I
If you
think
have
so.
one, if it's one thing that come
the
to mind, be
beginning-
like, I don't know about this.
Yeah. Because
Okay,
yeah.
With guys, probably. I would say see what your doubts are,
Yeah.
but I would also say understand that what you may see something else look like
Mm-hmm.
you may see Ken and I on these Christmas pictures, like, oh, they just look just so put together. You don't know what went into that.
Mm-hmm.
Focus on you and that person. Like it's so personal. Relationships, you can get all the advice you want, but the relationship itself is so personal. It's so between just you and that person and God, if that's what you believe in. And so it's like you want to know this is our journey. My relationship may not look like my mom's or my parents or my
Right.
stepmoms and this, or my stepdad and this or this and that. It may not look like that. That this is your journey. I can give you all the advice I want in the world, But at the end of the day, you two have to function together.
Got to
Do what works for
important.
y'all. This is y'all journey. After the wedding, after the reception, after the courthouse, whatever you choose, understand that's you guys' journey together. And surround yourself with people, like-minded people, couples, or even singles. Because Ken friends are single, my friends are single, that can give you better insight on. So single people can still give great insight.
Yeah.
Please don't think they can't just because you're married now. You don't. I mean, it's good to have married friends, but know who to have around you when it comes to your marriage. Know your family don't need to know everything. Your mama cannot know everything that's going on.
That's important.
Because you're going to forgive them laying down with them. Your mama still going to be thinking about how they said this to you.
Gotcha.
So be careful who you let in your business. You know, pray for your marriage. Pray for your spouse. Like, pray for them. Pray with them. Like, be able to create that space with each other. This is y'all's journey. It's nobody else's. Like, seriously. No matter what Ken and I say, it's still y'all's. So, yeah.
I love that. I love that. And I think that was a big one before I let y'all go. Like, don't let everybody know about y'all business.
No, you can't.
That may be the number one thing.
That's the number one thing.
That may be the number one thing.
So what's between y'all needs to stay between y'all.
Definitely.
Unless, I just want to put that out there for the listeners, unless it's an unsafe thing going on.
Thing,
you know what I mean? But other than that, no. If you know, no.
Because a lot of times you're going to hear what they've been through. And you know, every time it's not good.
Yeah, someone's situation is not yours.
Yeah. That's not your situation.
Yeah. I agree with that.
Because it happened at a different time. You know what I'm saying?
That too.
These times are different.
Yeah, definitely.
So what may affected you back 10 years ago or 20 years ago, it's not the same as this time.
Yeah, that's true. The last time I'm talking because I was going to ask y'all how much advice do y'all take? I like how you said that, you know, your journey. So, I mean, even if you ask people that may have been married for 20 years for advice, how much other advice do you take if it's like, you know, do you take that and, you know, put it on your situation? Like, how do you do that?
I take in what feels right.
Yeah.
A lot of people have so much love for Ken and I. I mean, look, Ken, all my family love Ken. And so, you know, friends too. They team Ken. And so, if I were to go out talk with the girls or whatever, their advice is always to uplift and this and that. And so I take some things that I know that I'm willing to do, and you know, especially if it's gonna better us, I take some of that. I don't know how much I take, but I put probably my little spin on it. And I feel like Ken should have that outlet too with his homeboys, even his single guy friends. Go hang out with them. If you need to go with them and be like, man, my wife being a B today, bro. She getting on my nerve. You can say that, like. You gotta let that out. So if we, you know, when you come home and me and you talk, you didn't let all that aggression out. That means you could just talk.
Yeah, have a conversation.
I think it's so good, but you gotta know who you talking to.
Yeah, that's important.
That's all I'm saying. You gotta, and you will know, even if you know, it'll show. You gonna know who you talking to when it comes to you and your spouse. And so that's the thing with Ken and I. We want, even with the advice, you know, just take it as is. If it feels right, like, yeah, you know what they saying is right. That makes sense. And, you know, you kind of take it and, you know, maybe put your own little spin on it. And, you know, you take it in. There's nothing wrong with that. But when I give advice, I try to be unbiased about it, you know. Even if my sister or a close friend of mine asks me this and that, I'm going to look at it as a whole. I'm not going to look at it as, oh, this is my best friend, I need to be on her side. No, I'm going to just tell you what it is. And I like that. Tell me what it is. Victoria, no, you wrong. You are wrong. I can be told I'm wrong. I may not like it, but I can be told that. I respect that.
That's big. That's big. I appreciate saying that because, you know, you hear like the woman supposed to always be right and stuff like that.
Not necessarily. It's some stuff that Ken have pointed out to me, like, you know, and I'm like, you know what, he is right. Now, I may not tell him in that moment because I'm rolling my eyes, but he right, you know, let me simmer it down. So,
and I think it's important to have opposite friends too. Like she has guy friends that she may talk to.
Okay, now speak on that. Yeah, because I know a lot of guys wouldn't be comfortable with that.
No,
so,
you wouldn't be. But I mean, you have to trust your spouse.
Yeah,
and you can't be insecure. Like, I have, you know, girlfriends that I talk to about certain stuff, or they give me advice on certain stuff.
That's what's
I think that's okay, older or younger. Like, I think that's okay.
That's what's up.
You gotta let your spouse be an individual still. If they feel trapped in a marriage, you got some problems.
You got problems. Right.
That's deep.
Cause why I'm about to be sitting where I got 2 kids. You think I'm about to be worried about what kids doing? He better be doing the right thing.
That's deep.
When she's going out of town with her friend girls or something, I'm not thinking about what she's doing.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, how long are you gonna be? Because you got to get back and help me with these kids. Like, that's what's on my mind.
I want him to take guy trips. Go, y'all go. Go
I
do
like
that.
that. I like that. And all that's important for the marriage.
It's
and
so
all of that.
important. 'Cause
So
you're
You
still an
shouldn't feel
individual.
trapped in your marriage. You know how
No.
cause some people like it's me and you now.
No.
You don't need no friends. It's just
Oh,
me and you.
heck
Da,
no.
da, da, da. It
Oh,
shouldn't be like
No,
that. Yeah,
you need that.
yeah. That's
need
what's
that.
up.
Whether it's a
That's
girl or a guy
important.
friend,
Yeah.
I don't think it matters.
That's what's up.
I don't either. Ken ain't gave me no reason to
Right.
not trust what he do.
Yeah.
He go to Houston, he hanging out. Cause someone asked me like, you know, you so comfortable even at homecoming. People be like, y'all so comfortable just going y'all separate ways. Yeah.
Yeah.
Go talk to whoever. I'm about to go over here. We chilling.
Right.
That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's
No,
up.
sir.
That's what's up. Like I said, a lot of people don't.
A lot of
believe in
females
that,
not
so.
like that. They
They
don't
don't.
want you to speak to nobody.
Yeah,
That's
yes,
not me.
yes, I seen
ain't
that.
speaking for all females, but that's just not me. I'm like,
Yeah.
no. I've seen men. You know, I got brothers. You know, I got cousins. I got male influence,
Mm-hmm.
and I've seen. Not saying that's their situation, but I've seen where men are. You know, feel like, dang, I can't do nothing. Like I can't even.
Speak
Speak to no female. I can't even give him a little
I
side
seen
hug.
that. Yeah,
Like,
I seen
no.
that.
What?
I seen that.
No, we still
Wow.
individual. We're one. We're going to work together and do what we need to do for this
Wow.
constitution, this marriage.
Right.
But we still individual people now.
See, I love that. So y'all are one. Y'all
Definitely.
operate as one, but
Yeah.
y'all still make it important to live individual
Right.
lives.
Absolutely.
Right.
That's important. That's important.
yeah.
I think that's the perfect way to like to, you know what I'm saying, cap this off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that was the perfect advice, honestly. But like I said, I appreciate y'all coming
Man, we
on.
appreciate
man.
you,
Like I
man.
said, I really enjoyed this conversation. 'Cause I know you guys been married for a while, so
Yeah.
you guys, you know, two people I really wanted to talk to and everything. You know, with y'all not, you know, having a traditional wedding and everything. Even though y'all say y'all finna do it big for the viral and all of that.
I need you
Yeah.
there.
We're gonna start with you.
Do it big.
You gotta be there.
Well, yeah, well, of course, you know I'm there, man. But like I said, I appreciate y'all giving you know, people advice and everything. Y'all coming on, being able to open up with us and
Absolutely.
everything. And you know, I'm gonna let y'all go, man. We'll let y'all go. So,
We love what you doing too, man.
man, I appreciate
You
it. I appreciate
incredible
it.
party. I'm telling you.
I appreciate
it's all
it.
over you.
I appreciate
When you
it.
get your first million, give me 10%.
Hey,
Give me
listen,
some.
come on now. You already know it. Y'all locked in. Y'all locked in. Y'all locked
get us
in.
back here.
Y'all locked
We
in.
gotta
Y'all
go.
locked in. I already told you, I'm gonna order 1,000 suits, man.
for
Just
sure.
go ahead and
Look, it's up.
I'm locked in, man.
Yes.
So I'm gonna let y'all go. So I appreciate y'all tuning in to the
Appreciate
Preferred Vendor Podcast. You know, this wonderful, amazing couple just dropped some gems, some true gems. So I hope y'all check it out, pay attention, you know what I'm saying, really get something from it. So until next time, we gonna holler at you.
Yeah.
Bye.
Peace.